So what I'd like to do is share with you my screen right now. And let me turn that on so you can see my screen. I've created a map for you that can literally start generating leads off your website in the next 24 hours. Now, these strategies are battle tested, and it all starts with understanding that your website is getting visitors every single day. And really, these strategies, it doesn't matter if it's a website, it doesn't matter if it's a landing page, it doesn't matter if it's a blog. This is going to work for every single page that you put online that visitors are coming to. So if you've got a blog post or an article post that's ranking really well and you're getting traffic, but that traffic isn't generating and turning into new customers for you, it's not generating new revenue, well, you can use the strategies I'm about to teach you to actually do that. If you've got a web page or any type of landing page that you want to start taking that traffic and generating that into leads, well, this is going to do that for you as well. So the first strategy I want to talk about now, I've got 8 here. I'm going to go through my favorite ones, and then here's what I like to do. I like to give you this map. And so in the next few moments, I'll tell you exactly how you can get this map so you can actually go through the entire thing yourself. And I've even done something more for you where on each one of these steps and each one of these strategies, I've actually included a description and an example that you can start using in your own business. Now, the first one I want to share with you is called a click-to-call. And a click-to-call strategy is really easy. It's a small little area on your website that's a button, and it looks like this. And whether someone's on a mobile device or whether they're on a desktop device, they're going to be able to call you instantly. But it's a very specific way that we can actually capture that call in a very specific way that we can actually generate a lead. So let me explain that. See, a click-to-call is a small icon at the bottom of your website that's visible to 100% of website visitors. They're clicking on the icon instantly allows them to call you and connect with your staff. This removes the friction of getting someone to call and immediately captures their information and turns them into a lead. See, if someone's actually calling you, you're not able to capture that information and instantly follow up with them. But with this click-to-call strategy, you can. So let me show you exactly what this click-to-call strategy does. So I'm just going to visit a website here. Let's imagine that this is just a generic site, a demo site. You can see there's a little button that says call us. So as they scroll down, they go through, right? We've lost the phone number. We don't know what the phone number is at all. So as people are scrolling down your site, your phone number is not on every inch of the website, right? But there always is something here. So the moment they find something that really strikes their fancy, they really get excited about, they can go, okay, I want to call them right now. Now, here's the difference between just a phone number and the way that we capture leads that literally can increase your percentage of conversions off your website astronomically. It says, thanks for visiting us. We can answer your questions and give you help that you're looking for and your phone number, and we can call you in under 10 seconds. And so they're going to literally enter their phone number right here, which is great because it automatically opts them into our list to be able just not to call them, but also to text message them as well. And when they put their phone number in here, our system actually calls their phone number, and it can call your phone number too, and it will connect the two together. So for example, let's say you have 2 or 3 different people that can answer the phone. Well, it can actually ring all 3 phone numbers, and the first one to pick up is the one that actually gets the call. So this is a powerful strategy. Just by adding a small little button on your website, you can start generating leads instantly without doing anything else. No crazy big offers, no big sales strategy, no big marketing, not spending any money, just putting a little piece of code on your website that allows someone to call you. And the best part about that is, again, that when they do call you, that you're going to be able to capture that phone number, follow up with them over and over and over, put them into a campaign. Now, another strategy that I love, it's one of my favorites, is a opt-in pop-up. An opt-in pop-up is very strategic because there's different ways that you can use an opt-in pop-up. Now, I know this might sound like, hey, I've seen those before. Matter of fact, I even get annoyed with them. Well, let me explain the way that we do it, which is completely different than everybody else. This is a small box that will pop up on a screen with an offer for an opt-in. You can trigger the pop-up either based on the time the user remains on the page or when they try to exit. That will trigger the cursor when it leaves the website window. So we use these opt-in pop-ups to display what we call lead magnet offers, special sales, or any type of other call to action that we want. And the reason this is different is typically when you go to a page, businesses that use this strategy don't use it properly. Typically, it's within 5 seconds. And you're like, oh, I haven't even read anything yet. Like, I don't want to opt in. I don't want to get anything. So what we typically do is we need to set this to about 20 seconds to 30 seconds because that gives them time to see things on the page. And we typically know if someone's going to be there 20 or 30 seconds, they're very interested. So we want to serve them. We want to give them more and give them value. But what type of value are we giving them? Is it just, opt into our newsletter? That's not valuable for them, right? So we can actually put this individual pop-up, this individual offer on individual pages. So let's say you've got a teeth whitening page if you're a dentist, or let's say you have a pet care page of training a pet on a page. We can actually make that very specific offer for that very specific page. Because what most businesses don't understand about using this strategy is they have a generic offer that isn't valuable. And so it annoys you and it annoys me. But we don't actually annoy the people that come and the visitors that come. We actually serve them with valuable information they're absolutely going to love. And so now the second thing is giving them an actual reason to try again, meaning, hey, they came to the page, they came here, they really didn't see what was anything valuable at all, or they didn't get to find the information they were actually looking for. And so they go to leave the page and see when I just go to leave the page, now it comes up. And here's what we find. We find that a lot of offers are very biased, right? They're all about that company. They're all about what they want to do. Well, we give them a step-by-step checklist to find the perfect company. So they're not getting something that just is going to toot our own horn. We're going to help them. We're going to serve them saying, look, we're just going to give you a checklist of the top things that you can ask a business before you go with them. And so they can put their name and they can download a checklist guide. And this works amazing. So this is a completely different way to use this strategy that can help generate leads for you on autopilot. Now, there's another strategy that most people overlook, and it is probably the most powerful strategy and working so well today, which is book a calendar. And so book a calendar is simply this. If you actually have a calendar on your website, you'll have a page for them to actually be able to, or a link that they can actually go to. And so your personal calendar that gives your prospect the ability to see your availability and schedule themselves in your calendar 24/7. So this can be a link or a button that you can add to any page, or you can email the prospect if you want to. This strategy removes the friction for someone visiting your site after hours, right? So they don't have to feel uncomfortable because they're going to call at 7 p.m. or they're going to call early in the morning when they wake up. Hundreds of prospects are lost because they can't find a convenient way to schedule, or they don't have time to schedule outside of normal business hours. Now, I'm going to give you a tactic in a moment here. It's absolutely, it works so effectively. But first, let me just show you an example here. So this is an example of a calendar, which you can set the times for your team, for yourself, for your staff, to say, here's when we're available. And so they're simply going to go onto this calendar and they're going to schedule them into your calendar 24/7. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment that we combine number 1 and 5 together. So when they're on your website, they have a click to call. They put their actual phone number in. And then we follow up with them with a text message that gives them a link to say, hey, why don't you book yourself right into our private calendar? And so imagine now all this working for you 24/7 on autopilot. Now, all I've given you is just 3 of the 8 strategies. But what I'd like to do is give you this map. And I'd like you to have it. Plus, every single strategy, all 8 are on here. In all 8, I'm giving you examples, and I'm going to write in detail exactly what they are so you can apply it to your own business.